Are you not entertained? Is that why you are here?
Lucky bastard.
You being sarcastic or something like that?
Fool, you should never mix your drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
Don't be an arse. Get a weapon collector arse.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy. Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is that why you are here?
You right, everyone? Yes, I'm here. I'm on. I was eating my dinner. Alright, that's why I'm late. Hello, Tom and Cheryl. Hope you're well. Yeah, I hope you're doing good, and I hope the dogs are doing good. Fuck it. So, H, how you doing, mate? You're right. I'll still get back to you on an email. I ain't sort of sorted out everything yet, but I am. Was it you, H, or your dad, or am I getting mixed up here? Who wanted a red back or something like that? I might know someone who could sort you one out. Hope you're doing well. I ain't too bad. I've just been eating my fucking dinner. Boiling hot now. So yes, I'm on. Now we can talk some bollocks. I ain't done a lot today. I watched a couple of films with Metallic earlier. Both films was utter fucking horse piss. Total shite. It was a shame. One I said was unsatisfactory. The other one was just shit. So yeah. What you lot been up to? I just wait for the notification to send out because it takes a while and there'll suddenly be more people on. So yeah. What have you lot been up to? What else have I done today? Not a lot. Packaged up some of the stuff I need to send from the stuff that people have bought. I did get another order for a bandana weight today, so I'll have to make that tomorrow because I do. There's a few different types of bandana weights I do, the self-defense items, but some of them I have in stock, some I don't, so I'll just have to make the other ones. That's all good. That is what it is. I thought I'd better just start putting stuff on even if I don't have it made, if that makes sense, because what's the point if I'm only ever selling stuff that I've already got made? If I don't have it made and you go to order it, this is what I would do anyway. If I went onto a website to order something and they didn't have it in stock, chances are I probably wouldn't even go back again unless I really wanted it. And if I went back every week for like a month and it still weren't in stock, you'd give up, wouldn't you? So I'm now going to start putting my products for sale in the shop, even if I don't have them in stock, as long as I've got the stuff to make them like the next day. That's fine, isn't it? May and Vic Gomez, how you doing? Said, my God, this real. This is real? This is real? H said, yeah, cheers, bruv. Yeah, it was my dad after one. He's after an R9 quiver too. Right, that, I'll try and get on. I'll write the R9 quiver down now. I've got to go in the shed tomorrow, probably, anyway. Well, I have. I'll have a look, see if I've got the stuff to make an R9 quiver. If I haven't, I'll order it. My problem is, I'm a bit shit with emails. I'll read your email and then I sort of sit there and think, oh, I'll reply to them on a live stream, and then sometimes I don't see people. Persia, how you doing, mate? What you been up to? So I haven't really done a lot today. Saturday, I thought I'd have like a nice lazy day. You know, weekend, innit? So I packaged up all of the recent stuff that I need to send. I watched 2 films with Metallic. Well, sure I did something DIY-ish. When I was gone here, I was going to sort that last bit of fencing out, but yeah. Other than that, I ain't really done a lot. Keep falling fucking asleep. 0H, tell your dad I've just written it down. I will look in the shed tomorrow. If I've got the stuff, I'll make it tomorrow. If I haven't, I will buy the stuff to make it. I think I have got Kydex though. Saint, you know, no food talk. No, you're alright. You're 7 minutes early. We could just do food talk. What was I eating? He said, what you eating? It's like, right now I'm chewing on chewing gum. For my dinner though, so the other day I cooked some chicken. In that packet was 2 bits of chicken left over. Like Friday I cooked this chicken. Today there was this chicken still sat, you know, raw. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say. There was a pack of 6 chicken, bits of chicken breast. I cooked 4 of them. There was 2 left. I cooked those tonight. Thought you were. I'm chewing chewing gum. I wouldn't be eating my dinner on a live stream. I am chewing. Person I said fucking Hunners? You're doing Scottish language to me that I don't understand here. Don't let me lean forward and read shit. Fucking Hunners, but none of it was for me or my benefit. Just chilling with my weed vape watching you. I know where you live. I know where you live as well. I know where you live. I know what your back garden looks like. I know what you hang in your fucking door. I know the colour of your fucking floor. So don't you start that with me. Oh, fucking hundreds. Fucking hundreds of what? Hundreds of things to do. Yeah. Where am I? Saint said Peugeot weed vape is definitely fully legal to own and it's just tobacco. He don't care. Peugeot don't give a fuck. Ain't said thank you very much, mate, for having a look in the shed for him and it won't let him down with the bandana. Oh, thank you. That really would help, H. That getting the bandana away from me really does help. So I do appreciate that. I suppose I better make 2 tomorrow then. Tomorrow I need to make a square bandana weight. Oh, actually, well, H, what one would you prefer? If you looked on the shop, just so I know which one you want. Do you like the square, like rectangular bandana weights, or do you prefer like what me and Metallic call the bollock ones? But it's just a Saint. It's medicated, non-prescription. Not my prescription, but still medicine. Caleb, how you doing, mate? He said, any holsters for the TR50? Not yet, but I will hopefully start making them next week. Next week. And I'll probably do 2 different types. Vilka, is it Vilka? I'll just say Vilka. How you doing, Vilka? I don't want to be mentioned ever again. What? I don't want to be mentioned ever again is the truth. What? I don't fucking know what that means. It said, I'm paid Friday. On that day, I'll have the bandana weight. I like both, mate. I'll look into the bollock one, but the square one has edges, which makes it a little more square effective. I think. I know what you mean. I think. Also, I'll tell you what. The square ones are heavier as well. The square ones are heavier. So it's personal preference, but I do a couple of different ones just for people who like different things. You know what I mean? But the bollock ones, they're not bollock ones at all. they're a bit lighter and a bit smaller. But I do appreciate that, mate. Caleb said, yeah, let's see a nice shape. Been shooting at home, made a target and teaching the wife to shoot. Oh, nice, that sounds good. Yeah, I was looking at my one today and thought, yeah, maybe I should, I should get out and shoot. I've only got 4 fucking ball bearings for it. Hey, get the rectangular ones then. They've got more weight in them. They're a bit bigger. He said, I want more weight. Definitely, definitely. Josh, how you doing, mate? You alright? What have you been up to? Suppose I have a square and it sits in my pocket perfect. Yeah, they do. It sort of sits perfectly in the back pocket, doesn't it? So until I might get myself a bandana weight too. My pesky bandana keeps falling out of my thin pockets. Oh, whatever will I do? Don't keep teasing me, Saint. He loves to tease and then he never does it. Don't think I don't remember these things. Yes, please get one. I might even chuck, I don't know. No, there's no point giving you any stickers. You already got some of them, haven't you? Yeah. I'll tell you what I'll do for Saint. I will let Saint not pick his bandana and I'll send him a red one. And what will turn up is a fucking pink one. Sherry said, any chance of getting those weapons down for a close look? I can get down everything but the guns. You're not allowed to hold any guns on live streams. They'll shut the live stream down. However, Sherry, I could get down knives for you. And Gabriel, how you doing? Are we still on the wagon there? Yes, I am. I've even got a bottle of Buckfast downstairs and a small bottle of vodka and another little bottle of vodka with about that much in it. So, you know, I'm really fucking like... I'm controlling it tonight. I was even tempted to do a secret drink. I'm not gonna. Saint said fuck off. I rock my strop daily. Thank you very much. Good on you, mate. Good on you. Deep in the bunker. How you doing, mate? You alright? Lap Ricks. How you doing, Carter? You alright, mate? That's been a while. How's life treating you? Alright? Good, I hope. And John Lloyd, how you doing, mate? My arm's still hurting. I don't know what it is. I reckon it might be tendonitis. But yeah, I had to put my arm in a sling earlier. Took my belt off and used it as a sling. What was I saying? So yeah, bandana weights. Oh, also, I will do sort of novelty, well, not novelty ones, but unusual ones. Because don't forget, you've got these type of things. These will be... What I think you need to do with these, you need to have a strap on this, and then you connect your keys via a quick release thing. Repetitive stress injury, yes, it could well be. And then what you do, you quickly release your keys, and then you've got that on like a handle. And that's a lead-weighted little sort of key ring. Yeah, these are the bandana weights. These are to keep your bandana in your pocket so it doesn't fall out. And they've got lead weight so it doesn't fall out your pocket. Legal carry. I want to do a video testing them, but at the same time, if I'm testing them, I'm sort of showing that they're not just bandana weights. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that you can come up with really, really, really good legal carry stuff. Myself and my brother have come up with some fucking excellent ideas. However, he's always said there's certain things he'll never show because as soon as he shows and shares it, it gets about and then people know what it is. If people don't know what it is, it's what you say it is. You know what I mean? But it's sort of... It's double-edged sword sort of thing where you can't fucking win. You know, yeah, you've got it, but you'd like to share it with other people, but as soon as you share it with other people, no one can have it sort of thing. Or they can, but the more these things get out there, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, don't you? Not needed in this environment, perfect for Gran. Bergio, I'll see if I'm going to try and get some more of these. This one, the problem is, this one came out so shit. It put me off this company because it doesn't actually look too bad from a distance, does it? But when you actually see it close up, it's weird. On camera it doesn't look terrible, but to the naked eye it's horrendous. But I still want to try and get some because I think WeaponCollector bandanas would be great, wouldn't they? Yeah, I do want to get some. This is a weird, like, silky thing as well. Listen to when this gets pulled through this fucking bandana way. Where it's like sticks on anything. But yeah, I'll give it another go from a different place. That's from Temu, but I'll get it from a different place on Temu. So it says, does Matt still post? Don't think I get notifications from anyone. No, I don't think he's uploaded for ages. I think he just don't get the time now, and I think he's lost his sort of motivation for it. Yeah, it's a shame. Personally, yeah, looks like it would put me in sensory. Yeah, did you hear that? It's horrible. Whereas a standard bandana doesn't do that. It's sort of silky and it's catching on every little fucking. It'll probably do the same thing on my fucking skin, to be honest. Yeah, on my thumbs. Yeah. So I'm gonna look into it again because I do think it would be cool to have weapon collector bandanas. That's why I bought them other ones. Them sort of standard bandanas you can get some good multi-packs of them for fuck all, really. You know, 40p each, I think it works out, they do, which is alright, that's good. You don't, and for 40p each, I don't really even need to add any price to the bandanas. You know what I mean? Not the bandanas, to the bandana weights, because if it was costing me like £5 per bandana, just saying a ridiculous price, obviously that's the kind of money you've got to add on. 40p, you know, even if you had 40p, who gives a fuck if something's like £20 or £20, 50p. Yeah, it wouldn't bother me anyway. Saint said, I went on Temu and the first thing I saw was a bean tracksuit. Oh, as in like baked bean tracksuit. Fuck's sake, weird place. Temu's alright. What you need to do though, Saint, you need to get on there and you need to search a couple of things. Once you've searched a couple of things and sort of liked a couple of things, they'll start recommending you the shit you want then. See, look, just an example of what my Temu instantly shows me is, so we've got a decanter there, a metal ruler, some booze, and some stickers. Everything I've been looking for in my life. Let's scroll down a bit further, shall we? Any update on the not forced in fire, Mike? I'll get it done very soon, Josh. I'm just waiting for. What I'll do, I'll ask him tomorrow. I'm waiting for the dropped to. So the Doctor sent me in his original footage, but he originally wanted to do a completely metal knife, whole thing completely steel. So I said, if he can get that done in the next couple of weeks, please do, and then I'll do it with that instead of the one he made originally. So at the minute, it's a bit. I don't know if I'm going to use his original footage or the new stuff, but what I'll do, I'll ask him tomorrow if he's got any idea, and I'll get it, because I need to get it done soon. It's been ages, isn't it? But you know what, Josh? I might get it done next week. Saint said my dad used a load of long nibbed markers from Temu. They're amazing for the price. Seriously recommend them. Yeah. I think Temu's most stuff I get off Temu is pretty good. Occasionally you'll get something like that, which that probably cost me £1 anyway. So it was like a test. If it was any good, you know, I'll get more. If not, I won't bother. And I had a couple of things that was a lot smaller than I expected them to be, but then that was my fault for not checking. But yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what though, if you get something from Temu and it's shit, often you go onto the refund thing and say, I want a refund, and they'll say, keep the item and we'll refund you the money as credit in Temu. Just go on a different place, buy the same thing, and then you've got the original one still. You know, I'm not recommending like do that as a scam, but you know, I wouldn't. I know I don't, because it's piss take anyway. You know, I'll pay for stuff if I'm getting it, but you know what I mean. But you get what I'm saying there. Fallen Evil, how you doing? Just gonna go back up to see if I missed any comments. Yeah, I quite like Temu. I haven't spent anything on there for ages. H said, Get what you're saying, mate. 100%. Yeah, with the not being able to tell people, but if you don't tell them, no one knows. Caleb said they banned all the weapons off Temu, but they sell tools. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I've never really seen any on there. I've never actually seen any knives or anything. But, you know, if I was going to buy stuff like that, there's other places you can get it anyway. You know what I mean? Deep said, Temu showing me flashlights. Don't know why. Fuck's sake, Deep. I've never seen one of those on there. That bit, so I actually bought a lot from Temu. Shipping can take a while, but most is good quality. It is, isn't it? It is. I think it's good quality stuff a lot of the time. Like the cards I get, the legal carry cards, they're really good. They're really good and they're really economical. Because if you try and buy stuff like I ain't got none in here, but you try and buy custom printed cards, double-sided cards in this country. Unless you're buying it off of somewhere like eBay, which is probably the same stuff on Temu, it's extortion, and you have to buy it in like 5,000, and I can't buy that much in case one, they come out shit, and two, no one wants them. And they'll let you buy batches of 50, 100, 200, 1,000, stuff like that, and yeah, you get a lot of selection. Mike from Minsk, how you doing, mate? I followed you on Instagram last night. Mike said, hi Mike, how's things, how's your arm? It's a little bit better. So today, it was actually worse, and I had to put it in a sling. It was that bad. So I've rested it in a sling most of the day. And then later on, I put some ibuprofen gel on it. And I've also been wearing the pressure bandage. And right now, it's alright. At one point, I've barely lifted my arm up. But it's okay now, thank you for asking. Like, it still hurts, but it's not as bad as it was. Saints, I've just searched up knife jig, and I'm impressed with the results. Yeah, well, that's it, Saint. There's loads. You'd be surprised how much decent stuff is on there. And occasionally they'll do you offers. A lot of the offers are sort of bullshit. Like, it's, oh, we'll give you £300 worth of credit if you do this, but you have to spend about 300 quid to get that. But occasionally they'll let you have an item for like 50p, and they'll give you a whole. You can't pick anything, but they give you a list of stuff you can pick from, and you can get like a couple of items like 50p each, and no postage. Because normally the only problem with Temu is often there's a minimum spend. Mattbrick's excited for the start of a new Premier, well, as in football. Do you know what, Carter? I've never been into football. Never been into football. I'll watch the World Cup. That's about it. Do you watch the old football, or should I say soccer? I found out recently that soccer actually does. The word soccer doesn't actually originate from America. It comes from fucking posh, toff Eton types who used to play association soccer, and they shortened it to soccer. So it's just as bad. Just as bad or worse. I think most of the stuff you buy on Amazon, eBay, Temu is usually the same, but on eBay and Amazon you're paying more because it's local. Yeah, I think you're right, definitely. But yeah, I have no idea what's wrong with my arm. Might be tendonitis. Carter said, I'm a big Aston Villa fan. One day I'll make it out to a game. Oh, that's cool. I've never been into football. Not watching it. So as a kid, I used to play football. I used to like playing football, but never seriously. It was just another game to me, just something to play on the green. You know what I mean? Saint said, Foss people where Mike lives, scum. True. Posho, tough Eton types started the word soccer. Yeah. Caleb said I got some nice folding scalpels off Temu in recent years, but they're all gone now. Proper handy around the kitchen, nice. Yeah. So I used to like watching. I used to like playing football. Sorry, not watching football. Never really watched it. I might have been into the football hooliganism if it was if it went on round here, but. Goes in those 60 scalpel blades are my favourite, the longest kind you can get. Alright, number 60. Okay, nice. You know it's bad when you have to use 2 fucking hands to drink your fucking coffee. Hello, Goonid Central. How you doing, mate? That's always going to make me laugh, that name. Do not ever change it. The only way you're ever allowed to change your name, right, is if you get knighted on this channel, because I don't know if you know this, but I am a king. King of the Knuckle Dusters, and I can knight people, right? We do have some sirs in the chat right now. If I ever knight you, you need to be Sir Goonid Central, alright? Or maybe change it to Sir Goons a lot or something, I don't know, but keep the goon. Keep the goon bit in it. My favourite bit. You should get into ice hockey. Yeah, or what, just for the fighting? Hello, I'm going to call you Jesus. Hello, Jesus, how you doing? Said, what's up, man? Or should I be... What's the word? This isn't right, but it makes sense. Shall I be vocally correct and call you Jesus? How you doing anyway, mate? Said, what's up? What's up? How's it going? I'm not too bad. My arm hurts a bit. I think I got tendonitis or some shit, or repetitive stress injury or something. Deep said, have you booked the dentist yet? No, I haven't yet. I need to wait until the 26th. Because I don't have all the money yet. I need to wait until I get paid from YouTube, which is from between the 21st and the 26th of each month. As soon as I get that, it's done. However, partly why I haven't booked them is because every time I've booked them, it probably won't happen this time though. Every time I book them, they nearly always just say, do you want to come in tomorrow? Sometimes they even say come in the same day. Yeah, so if I'm lucky, I'll be able to ring them up when I'm ready and they'll just go, yeah, see you tomorrow. I hope so anyway, otherwise I'll be fucked. I won't be fucked, I just have to wait, won't I? But no, if it's like it usually is with me, I shouldn't have to wait. But I want to wait until I've got this extra bit of money and then I know I've got it all, it's all ready. Because otherwise, if I rang them up today and they said come in tomorrow, I'm going to say no. Or, you know, so yeah, a couple of days. Jesus said, feeling blessed and highly favoured. Hope you're well. Oh, that's good. Well, I'm glad you're feeling good, mate. Glad you're feeling good. Glad you're feeling good. Saints, oh, by the way, I saw on D&B they are selling Type 86S's for 750 quid. Almost got it just so I could say you weren't smashing anyone. You should do it. You should have done it. You should have done it. You should have done it. However, does it come fully boxed with a spare magazine and sling and the cleaning bottle? And could you get a bayonet with it? If not, fuck yeah, I'm still unique. Yeah, that came in the box. It came in the box. Everything came with fucking the lot. They probably do. I imagine most of them probably do still come boxed. Does it fuck? It was tatty as you like. Okay. Yeah, that come fully boxed and everything. It was boxed. Yeah, boxed, spare magazine, sling, some little green fucking bottle, oil bottle. Yeah. Yeah, it always amazes me. I've still got the box in the loft, yeah. 200 quid for the fucking Type 86S and 25 quid for the bayonet. Because I thought if I'm getting a gun that can have a bayonet, I'm getting a bayonet with it. Evil said, just got back from the river. Jim Spallucci was hiding. I didn't get to see Jim Spallucci then. That's a shame. That is a shame. Yeah, I still got the box, everything. Where are we? So yeah, I'll book the dentist in a couple of days. I'll just hang on. I'll have a look now, see if they might have paid it in by now. Jesus said I want a Taurus Range Hunter 675 in black revolver. Nice. I don't know that one. I know Taurus. I don't know what a revolver is. Nah, not yet. What did I get in the post? I got so I bought a hoe handle today for making a heavy duty walking stick. I think it cost about 10. I think it was about 10 quid for this hoe handle. Big old hoe handle, nearly fucking 4 foot tall. Also came with the fucking hoe head, and it didn't say it had a hoe head with it. I was fucking amazed when I got a full fucking hoe head today. There's a joke in there if I could be asked. Absolutely beautiful gun. I recommend looking it up. I will. Is it the weird sort of square looking one? I'll tell you if it's the one I'm thinking of. Taurus Range Hunter. Oh no, that's not the one. Shut up.
Large bore double action revolver.
Fuck off. That's not the one I was thinking of. That's actually very much like a. It's a bit like a Colt Python, isn't it? It's a bit like a Colt Python. Hey, says thank you for the jewels. I do appreciate that. I don't know how long it takes them to actually mean something, but I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Right, where are we? Colossal, how you doing? He said, man, the power difference is insane. I shot my base 90-pound limb on the Revo 7, much stronger than my base 50-pound limb on the main Interceptor. Nice. Nice. Well, I bet it is. Hazel said, I like your channel, you're pretty chill. Thank you, mate. Well, I'll try to be nice and chill. I'll try to be chill. Sometimes we can get a bit like freaky on here, but in a chill way, is what I'd say. Thank you. Yes, a nice gun, that. A very nice gun. I've got a couple of air pistols and stuff and replicas, but you can't hold guns on live streams, otherwise I'd show you one. But you can see what's up there. And there's another board over there. Where are we? There. Alright, mine screen. Oh, you probably can't even see half of it. So, Jesus, I'm doing 2 live streams at the same time. There's a vertical one and a horizontal one. If you go onto the horizontal one, you'll see more of the gunboard. Paul said, I wasn't listening. What was that about hoe handle? Don't tell me they're selling themselves on CB now. Fuck's sake. No. It was you want to eat? Oh, sorry, I did. Fuck, I read that and didn't read it out loud again. I keep doing that. Yeah, you want to eat? You want to eat Jim? You want to eat Jim? I think it's yeah. Fucking hell, I can't talk. Chill stream tonight. It's always a chill stream. Unless I'm drunk, then it's even more chill. I don't know. Jesus said, "Oh, a beautiful gun." Thank you, mate. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know what you can see, but there's a lot more up there. So yeah, what's everyone been up to this weekend? Are you up to anything tomorrow? I don't know what I'm going to do. Tomorrow I'm going to be going in the shed by the looks of it. I won't be getting a rest day tomorrow. Thing is, if I want a rest day, I can have a rest day any day of the week because of my, sort of how I work, or I don't work, how I don't work. YouTube, and making stuff. I can have my weekend whenever I want, essentially. I don't really get a proper fucking. A lot of people think I do fuck all, but I never really get a break really because, I've still always got to do shit for people, and So yeah, it is what it is. Hello, Spacey. Did I say hello? So done sod all apart from that, apart from the shop. Oh, well, at least you got out. At least you got out. Did you get to swear at any parking wankers? That brick said, applying for apartments in Massachusetts. Oh, nice. Oh, that's good. That's good. I hope you get something good. And I hope you get something you want, Carter. Yeah, I'm glad you're good, mate. I'm glad you're good. So what are you doing for work at the minute? Are you? Don't say if you don't want to, but because you can always privately message me anyway. But yeah, I know you've done a few things, haven't you? Jesus says, is that bayonet? Is that bayonet? Really want one of those? That's an AKM bayonet. Do you mean this one here? Hang on. Ah, you're on the widescreen now. There you go. Let's give you it in its full glory. There you go. So pay attention that the what do you call it? The bevel is on the top that side, and on the bottom that side. So show you like that. Bottom, top. Okay. Quite nice that. A nice shaped blade. I do like the shape of that blade. Hey sis, you're a lovely bloke. I really do appreciate that. I shall. Do you know what I shall put that towards? I need to get some dental work soon. Hey sis, so I shall put that towards that. Thank you, mate. Thank you. So, hey sis, it's people like you that make this true.
That's the funnest place to be.
Thank you. And also this. Thank you, mate. I do appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Spacey says, sun was shining, no wankers today. Well, a speeding wanker. That brick said, no worries, got a new job as a network engineer, that's why I'm moving. Crazy how expensive it is, though, in Massachusetts. Yeah, I bet it is. It can be a nightmare everywhere, can't it, really? But I suppose any cities are sort of... Yeah. So yeah, AK bayonet, that's an AKM bayonet. Because basically, that Chinese Type 86S is a modified AKM. If you can look at it close up, you can see that the receiver is an AK-47. Yeah. Yeah, so tomorrow I suppose I'll be in the shed. What have I got a list? Oh, fuck me, I've got loads to do tomorrow. I've got loads to do tomorrow. I've just made a whole day of work for myself. Maybe I'll wait. No, at least I'll go out there and look tomorrow. Maybe I'll have a day off on Monday. I'll have a day off on Monday. Here's I love this stream now. I'm glad you like it, mate. Glad you like it. Well, welcome to the stream. I hope you come back many times. Paul said there are always wankers. You just don't always interact with them. Well, true. That is very true. Yes, very true. Hasten said I will be 100% back. 100% come back. Nice. Thank you. I hope you do. Spacey said we all need an AK. You do. You certainly do. Yeah, so the hoe handle I bought today to make a walking stick out of, it shocked me when it turned up the hoe blade, because I know that sounds a bit weird, but I've never bought a hoe handle that had the blade with it as well, because I have no interest in getting a hoe blade, a hoe head. So now I've got a massive fucking hoe head that's about as big as a fucking shovel. I don't know what to do with it. I might have to make a weapon out of it. Oh, fucking hell, Deep, I forgot to mention that, yeah. Fuck, yes, I forgot about that. Hang on, I'll get onto that in a second, Deep. Because that's, yeah. That brick said, do you have any vintage rifles? Only air rifles. Well, I've got a vintage replica over there. There's like a replica Western Winchester up there. Can you see that? But that is a replica. And when I say vintage, I've got a couple of air rifles from the 60s. What's that now? 60 years ago? But yeah, so I've got what you'd call a couple of vintage air rifles, but that's it really. Yeah. So yes, deep in the bunker, he said, I just saw Funky's live stream from yesterday. Poor sod's homeless. I wondered why he was streaming from his car in the last year. Yes, I meant to mention that. I've been a bit distracted. I watched that about half an hour before I came on. Yeah, poor bloke. I'm gonna have to try and message him somehow. The problem is I don't know if I've got him anywhere now because he left Instagram, I think. I might have him on WhatsApp, but I don't know. But yeah, what a nightmare. I'm going to say it to him, you know. But yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Deep, because I fucking forgot to mention that. Yeah. I think he came on. I'm sure Funky came on last weekend. It might have been the one when I was down the woods. He come on and said hello. But yeah, I had noticed. Do you know what, Deep? A few people have said to me, do you know if anything's up with Funky? Is there anything wrong? Because I'd noticed he was streaming from his car a lot, and it made me think. Because what happened was, though, I sort of brushed it off because I thought, you know, well, you do see people live streaming from their cars because often that's the only time they get. And I thought, well, maybe he was working, and maybe that was like his time coming home from work, and the only time he had, you know, because sometimes people don't have any time to do anything, so that's when they do it, don't they? But yeah. Yeah, well, I hope he gets sorted soon. I'll try and message him soon. So if anyone has a message for Funky, let me know, and I'll try and pass it on. Hasty said, I've got to go, but stay blessed and highly favoured, my friend. I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching, Hasty. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for the donation. Cheers, mate. I hope to see you back again. Good night, mate. Or good afternoon, where you are. Saint said, just started looking into these custom notepads for the business. Seems like a good thing to give them out to customers for free. Good advertising, having a company name and a number. Yeah, definitely. Thing is, Saint, if you can get them for hardly anything, which you can on places like Temu, yeah, get them. Like them cards. I say those cards. One of the best things I ever did. Thank you, Pergio, for making me finally get down to it, and also thank you, Jack Striker, for having the idea as well. These weren't really an option to do before Temu because you just couldn't get the cards cheap enough to make it worth bothering. And the risk of having to buy so many up front meant there was a big possibility of losing a lot of money. Whereas you can get something like 200 of them for like £7. That's very affordable. Poser said, it's tool steel. Could you use it for an accident? Well, I was thinking something along the lines of that. The only problem is, Poser, is the blade is slightly curved like that, and it has the ring there. You know what I mean? So it's got a ring there. I don't know. I might be able to do something with it, but yeah, it's a weird shape. It's curved, and it has the ring on the end. I don't know, but yeah, maybe I could make some kind of weird, fucking sideways fucking spear type thing. I don't know. Spacey said was gonna say turn it into a weapon. You know I am gonna do something like that. It's just at the minute it's Evil said they don't poof out of existence once you lose sight of them. Such a pity. What's that? What did I say, Eva? Or what did someone else say? Where are we? Dave, how you doing, mate? Mother, how you doing? Carter said, awesome. I'll send you some pictures of my old rifles sometimes. Always try to add to the collection, but nowadays the background checks in New York takes on a month. When I was 18, it took maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, New York's quite strict, isn't it? I think, isn't New York for some things like the carrying of weapons? It's about as strict as the UK, isn't it? I think New York is for carrying like weapons, like knuckle dusters and stuff like that, flick knives and that. I think they're about as strict as that over here, aren't they? Now that I'm older and a veteran, they really have to check into me. It's like saying, yeah. Oh god. Something, especially something you'll use too, not one of those things you chuck in the bin. Yes. Prep for it, how you doing, mate? You alright? I'd make an ads with it. Let me got to look that up. I can't remember what that one is. I'll tell you if I reckon you could. Fucking piss off. Sorry, every time I put a D, it was coming up as an F. Yeah, you could. That'd be ideal to make a little one of them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, it is a giant one of them. It's about that wide. I ain't got it in here because obviously a big bit of fucking old metal. Mother said, Mike, do you have experience with Olight Arkfield? No, I don't, mate. I don't. They've never sent me one of them. Just going to see if it's like something else I've had there. Oh, I'll tell you what then, Mother. I have had... Oh, I don't know actually. I was going to say I might have had one of the other, like, earlier versions of that. Rich. Is Rich on? Rich, thank you for that video. I ain't watched it yet, but I do appreciate you sending me it. Billy, how you doing, mate? He said, do you have a Davy Crockett tactical nuclear recoiler smoothbore gun of tripod for sale? No, I want to keep it. Yeah, it is. I've been meaning to get my concealed carry permit, but between not having time for the classes and all the fees is a pain. Yeah, no, I bet it is. I bet it is. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? So you can have your concealed carry permit, but you can't have a knuckle duster. No, I can't talk. But it's a weird one, isn't it? That's even weirder. Even weirder. Well, you can own it, can't you? You just can't carry it, can you? Yeah. We're not even allowed to own them now. Oh, well. Are you talking about the wankers, were you? Yeah. Mother, I don't know. I don't know if I have got... No, I've not seen one of those torches, and I don't have one like it. Not from Olight, anyway. Closest thing I've got to that is... And this is a cheap one from somewhere. Doesn't have no dials on it. This is alright, the torch this, so. But it's got a side light and a front light. But it's tiny, it's very slim. You can put it in, you know, like your bomber jacket pocket for the pens and that. The bomber jacket I've got, it reminds me I need to contact Reegs about a bomber jacket. It fits in there perfectly because the bomber jacket I've got's a fake one, so the pen bits are wider than they should be. Mother said, my father loves UV flashlights and think I'll give him an Olight Arkfield UV. It's not complicated, but I'm afraid he will not know how to use it. I know the feeling, right? I've given torches. I can't give any complicated torches to my mum, and I couldn't give them to my dad. Because what would happen was this. I get so many torches, I give people Christmas presents. So, a birthday present. So, they'd turn it on at the bottom, so it's on. And then I'd tell them to change the settings, you press this one. So they would change it. Now this one doesn't actually change by that fucking button. Hang on. You press the other button anyway, and then they change the setting. So they're changing the settings, and then what it is, the torch goes on to something like moonlight, and then they think it's off, and then they put it in their pocket, and it's actually on moonlight, and then they run the battery down. So it's just, I found with sort of older people or people who can't be asked to work out how these torches work, you're better off giving them a single button torch that just turns on and off. because they changed the setting. This one would be okay because it doesn't do at the lowest setting. You can still see it's on. A lot of them they do such a low moonlight setting, it's like 1 lumen. You can't quite see it's on, but it is. Right, where are we? Mother said, Mike, why don't you play with your RPG on a live? I'm thinking about it. I might very soon. I'll probably do a live stream throwing the RPG. So yes, I will do soon, Mother. I'm thinking about it. I thought about it today, weirdly enough. I'll get the RPG out, and I'll also get something like the Cold Steel GI Tanto out, and I've got Adam's Top Dog that I could throw. Peach, how you doing, mate? You alright? Hope you're well. Up to me, said I have a nuclear warhead in my pocket. Good. Evil said, you can own meat tenderizers anymore, or are they banned? Can you own them? Do you mean meat tenderizers that have 4 holes in, or an actual meat tenderizer? Because an actual meat tenderizer you can. Hello, Nick. How you doing, mate? You alright? Hey, peaches. Oh, God. Mother said, make a video before because it loses all the black coating very fast. I will. Yeah, I will. Pete said, had bandana in my pocket when I went up to the chip shop. Nice. See, Peach always represents. Peach represents. And Persier represents. What colour bandana do you have though? Yours black, in it. I don't know. I was trying to think of something to say about that. I thought, no, I'll just shut my gob, shall I? Oh, God. All of the above. But yes, Mother, I will. I'll make a video on... What shall I do? What kind of video shall I do about it? Just talk about it? Say what a great mother you are for treating me so well? And then do a bit of throwing of it. Talk about the history of it. You got any information? I need info. Birds are black with white scars. Oh, you got your own one, didn't you? Yeah. Nick said, oh, fuck me, Nick. I might take some of them. Thank you for reminding me. I just got bought these. Took cod liver oil capsule earlier. Now every time I burp, it tastes like the fish Captain Morrison's. That's what I get without you healthy. Oh, actually, I've never noticed that. I actually do fucking smell of fish. I've never noticed that. Cheers, mate. Cheers, Nick. Got to keep healthy, ain't we? Got to keep healthy. Got to keep our bones inside our bodies. I don't know. I hope my bones stay in my body. Do you know who taught me how to swallow tablets properly? Nick said it generally helps, yeah. Guess, do you know who taught me how to take tablets properly? I nearly put my head back, and then I remembered the advice of this very wise person I know. Brett, the Cold Steel Geotant was a great blade. I've had mine for years. You're lovely, innit? Pete said, I'll have one too. It was really. Pills for all. Mother said throwing it, see the damage and maybe try to stab something with it like you did the Cold Steel video. Oh, okay. Pete said I can have a handful of tablets at a time. Get them done. I can't. I have to. That's why I chew tablets up. That fucking thing I just took is now stuck there. It's stuck there right now. To feel it there. And anything bigger than an ibuprofen tablet or bigger, instantly stuck in my throat. But you can't really chew them up. You can't, and certain tablets you can't chew. Yeah, stuck there now. Capsules stuck there. So even though Even though I do know how to swallow tablets properly, because someone taught me how to do it, they still don't go down. Anybody, come on, have a guess. I'll give you a clue. Someone in the chat taught me. I suppose they didn't own up to it. Someone in the chat was the one who told me how to swallow, how you're supposed to swallow the tablets properly. I'm sure they did. Or maybe they at least acknowledged it. Pete said, stiff neck joke coming up. Yeah, bastard. Sometimes I have to eat. Try to push it down. Just have to put up with it so it fucking disintegrates now. Well, if you can't remember Nick, it was you, Nick. Nick said that when you or maybe you just acknowledged it. I can't remember. Try to lean forward when you take tablets, not back. When you lean back, you actually make your throat essentially do that when you're leaning back. When you lean forward, it's more straight down. Nick said I said some fat bloke, but it must have not come through. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame that didn't come through. Fuck's sake. No, it didn't. It never come up. Not on what I can see, anyway. It might have come up on the actual screen, but I don't know. Paul said, your cousin who was on last week reminds me of Sirius Black from Harry Potter when he grins. I'm going to have to look that up. Oh, fuck's sake. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Alright, yeah, fair enough. I hope it didn't look like that. Is that what he looked like? Nightmare fodder. Oh, I love Gary Oldman. Where are we? Nick said, unbelievable, bloody woke YouTube, not even letting me abuse myself. Yeah. I know, bizarre. I don't know what the fuck fat would be fucking... I don't know why fat would be blocked. Because that wouldn't be nothing I would have blocked. Fucking tablets. I genuinely wish I never got that goddamn roller. They're literally stuck there in my fucking throat. Pete, good for you that you can swallow all these things down with no issues. But I can't. They're the bastards. I think I've actually got something wrong. Anyway, because if I eat stuff like... Right, it's weird. Rice tends to get stuck in my throat as well. It's like there's like a fucking... like pocket. It may well be and it like gets stuck in there. Gary Oldman is the fucking goat in those movies. I bet he is. I bet he's the only fucking good thing in them. Maybe fucking Robbie Coltrane, he's quite good. But yeah, Gary Oldman's great. Gary Oldman's great in nearly every, most things he's in, isn't he? So yeah, I suppose it'll be shed day for me tomorrow. Me and Metallic watched, what films did we watch earlier? We watched one called Bring Them Down. It had Barry Keogh in it. It sounded promising if it had Barry Keogh in it. If you like Barry Keogh, I quite like him. And even if the film's shit, he's still pretty good in it. It's just the film was crap. But that weren't very good. And then we watched one, some fucking weird Irish fucking university fucking types getting trials shit. I can't even tell you that one. Terrible. Even now, some of the acting is amazing. In fact, I've not seen the Harry Potter films, so fair enough. Mother said, do you prefer a flashlight with normal light, UV light, or green laser, or normal light, UV? Okay. Normal light UV green or normal UV red. It wouldn't bother me either way. I think green laser is often quite pleasant to the eye because it's a bit different. In the old days, all of the lasers was red, and they was always red. You didn't see green, so whenever you saw green lasers, like, oh man, that looks fucking cool. But you know, it does the same shit, doesn't it? So green, just because it looks, still to me, looks a little bit exotic. Nick said, I take 8 pills in the morning for various ailments, and I take them all at once. I think I could swallow a whole pack of Tic Tacs at once at this point. But it's fucking stuck there right now. I could drink as much drinking I want, that won't go down either. I need to eat something, force it down, that's right. That'll disintegrate eventually. Mum said I remember old YouTube videos of blue laser pointers, even purple. Yeah, but you know, back in the proper old days, it was always just it was always red, and they're still a lot mostly red, aren't they? See, I'd say green. Have you seen the UV light I've got? I've got quite a weird one. If I can find it, I think a lot of torches are a bit novelty nowadays. They do too much stuff. Often they do too many things. Hang on, I've got to get a torch. I've got to get a torch to look for a torch, for fuck's sake. This is the only UV torch I've got. You can take these little fucking things off. And this will hang on a little hook. But you do have a front light as well. This one's really awkward. You have to press it like 1, 2, 3, 4 to change the setting. That's on the UV now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck's sake. Yeah, to change it, you have to click it 4 times. Half click it 4 times to make sure it doesn't go off. So you've got to turn it on and then click it half clicks, and it's really difficult. Yeah. Right, where are we? Nick said, when that happens to me, I drink something fizzy, helps dissolve it. Ah, good idea. I ain't got nothing fizzy though. But I appreciate you giving, you know, I appreciate that, Nick. Frozen Undies, how you doing, mate? He said, I very recently torn my meniscus. I can't remember what that is. Where is that? I need surgery, but I need to wait for the GP to send notice to the physio. Need an MRI to need surgery. It's unreal. What's your meniscus? That's colloquially known as your banjo string, isn't it? He's torn his banjo string, fucking hell. Eva said, except for Cambon, the way portrayed Dumbledore sucked, and I wish the late Richard Harris had survived to finish his role. Carter said, I think just normal bright and strobes, but that's all you need. That's all you need. You don't need all these fancy lights. Frozen, sorry, Mike, but what's with the bandage on your arm? I don't know, I think I got tendonitis or something. My fucking arm's killing me. I had to put it in a sling earlier. I couldn't barely pick things up. I was on the knee, mate. It's killing me. He's torn his banjo string on his knee. No, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Well, it sounds like a fucking nightmare. I hope you recover quickly and soon after you've had your op or whatever it was. Yeah, you need surgery. Okay, now. Yeah, well, Shane, how did you do that then? Carter said also torn my meniscus. It sucks. Where's that then? Inside, outside of your knee? Yeah, I don't know. I think I've got tendonitis. I don't actually know what's wrong with my arm, but it fucking hurts, and it gets difficult lifting things up. So actually, I bet I'd probably have. No, I'm gonna have a day off tomorrow. Fuck it. I'm gonna make sure tomorrow, if anyone sees me online, to have a day off tomorrow. My queen, if you're watching this, make me have a rest tomorrow. Because otherwise, if I work tomorrow, I'm gonna hurt my arm. It's gonna be hurting all week. So no, I'll have a day off. It's acceptable to have a day off on Sunday. It's acceptable. I'll have a day off tomorrow. Fuck it. But I'll go and look and see if I've got the stuff to make the R9 quiver though. What was I saying? But yeah, a lot of torches. I think they have too many features. I've got some torches that have got fucking. Look at this shit. I think it's completely pointless. Hang on. If I can get it to do it. So this one. This will do a standard light. It'll do flashing, blue and red. And it'll do all of the fucking colours in the fucking rainbow. In all honesty, what fucking use is any of that shit to anyone, really? And it even does different combos. Yeah, look now. Now it's flashing orange. So now I can make it flash pink. Is that any use to anyone, really? I just think, what the fuck is the point in it? I like, you might be able to pretend to be the police for that one. But what the fuck's the point? I don't get it. I just don't need that shit in your life. It's a waste of resources, I think, personally. I'm flashing you. But yeah. Oh, look now. Now look. It's flashing red and green. What good's that to anyone? I don't even know how to get off these features on there. Honestly, it doesn't make me laugh. Anyway, let me carry on with the comments. Frozen said it, but the GP's been weird again, so I got doctor's appointment and then physio, and they need to send you to the MRI, then surgery. Shocking. But a 4 week sick for work, which I wasn't wanting to do. Yeah, no, fair enough, mate. But just what I'm needing from work, I twisted and grabbed a heavy load of boxes. It's killer. I thought it was tough, but my God, it's a killer. I can't even stand. That's such a shame, mate. Sorry to hear that. Pete said my forearms used to hurt when I'd been curling that are too heavy. Okay. Maybe thing is, I've had a week off of my workouts because I've been getting up and just working, if you know what I mean. So I didn't need to, if that makes sense. So I don't know. It's very odd. Crow's Nest. He said, "Hi all. I've had tricep tendonitis for years, or tendonitis. Do your arms burn if you hold stuff?" I've noticed. Fucking hurts though. If I tell you what, if I clench my hand, it hurts. Chinese copy of a more expensive light. Throw on the RGB for the sake of it. For the mental. Well, yeah. Well, mayhap so. But yeah, very bizarre. I don't see the point in it. I don't need. It should, do you want me to do ambient light under my face like this? What would you like? What colour do you want? What colour's most flattering for me? I just don't know. I can't see the point in it. Very weird. Where are we? Frozen answer, what is the sound of the mighty police? Make folk think aliens are coming. Perfect for parties. Am I drinking? No, I'm drinking black coffee and water. No tea in my water. Rave strobe when solo raving, yes. Mike from Minx said, why would you want a torch like this that flashes with different colours? I know, I don't understand what you need. So I suppose the flashing colour one could be used in like an emergency. But what the hell is red and green? There is no lights that are red and green, are there? Is there any emergency lights that are red and green? That's very, very odd. Red and green flashes, isn't that the emergency tree surge lights Christmas or laughing? Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Frozen answer, thank you Mike, it's the worst pain I've felt, and I've had a few that have been like bad broken bones, but this is bad. Oh, a nightmare. That bit I think pink suits you. Traffic lights I suppose, but do they flash? Like that. I don't know. Maybe different countries. Emergency Christmas Santa crossing lights. Look out, Christmas is coming lights. Oh god. Don't you think lighting from that angle is flattering on anyone? I don't think lighting anyone's. Yes, yeah, exactly. But yeah. Bizarre little light, that one. If they cycled through the colours, I think that would be pretty cool. Like if you just said it and it gradually went through the colours, that'd be nice ambient light. But I don't know, I just find it really bizarre, especially in something little like that. That it's tiny little light. Anyway, get rid of that. Get away from it. Get it away from me. Yeah, I'll have a day off tomorrow. I got to rest my arm. Sorry, I got a message from the tower. I just wanted to read it quickly. So yeah, what's everyone been up to today? You been up to anything today? I know some of you have already answered that, but we've got some more people on since then. I got up. I feel like I did something DIY today, but I don't think I did. I did some packages because some people had bought some stuff. Packaged them up. Got my hoe handle and my hoe head. Got a bit of hoe head today. Mother said, which UK model or porn star do you want to stream with from your room? Kerry Lee Cohen will do. I suppose we'll get a bit of Kerry Lee Cohen going in here. That would be good. I think so, yeah. Yeah, Kerry Lee would do. Can't think of any others. Don't know. Not off the top of my head. I do like Mother's questions. He does like to do the unusual questions. Thing is, he talks to them though, and he has. I know, Mother. I was gonna say that myself. She has become completely mental. I was gonna say I'd like Kerry Cohen to be in here, and I was gonna say, but I think it might be quite hard work. Eva said, aside from going to the river, I cleaned up an old book iron. Oh, nice, that's good. Nick said, got a new smartwatch today, so messing around with that mostly. Nice. Weird, I feel like I've done some sort of DIY type stuff today, but I couldn't have. If I have, it's completely gone out of my head, whatever it was. Very bizarre, isn't it? But I think it's because I was thinking of I need to sort the last little bit of that fencing out that I did. For people who don't know, I'm going to get new neighbours soon, and the council had pulled down our fence and put a fucking 2.5 foot, 3 foot fucking chain link fence up, so you could literally see everything going on in our garden from next door. So Jay went to his job. He works at like some estate, and they have a shed. If any sort of fencing or any work that goes on in the house, so anything left over gets put in that shed, and he managed to get hold of 3 sections of sort of like 2.5 metre trellis or something, 3 metre trellis. So we stuck some fabric, like garden fabric stuff, I can't remember what the fuck you call it, garden membrane, on the back of it, and I put that up. Nick said, if you had to shove one chocolate bar up your bum, which one would you pick? I saw that one on another stream recently and enjoyed the answers. Fucking hell. You had to stick one chocolate bar up your bum. I think the obvious answer's got to be a fudge, hasn't it? Quite small compared to other chocolates. Quite solid. Have we got two answers here? And quite solid. I think a fudge. Finger size, quite small, and solid. Hello, Doug. How you doing, mate? He said, "Well, the neighbours are in for the baptism of fire when they do the May versus Revo video." Yes. You know what? When I do it, yes, they. You know what, Doug? They might fucking have one themselves. And we can do a shooting competition. Thank you for the donation, Doug. Love you, mate. I really do. Thank you. This one goes out to Doug. Doug, it's people like you that make this trip.
That's the funnest place to be.
I'm going to need to borrow a May interceptor from someone though. However, I'm pretty no. That's what I was going to do, wasn't it? No, what I'll do, I'm going to ask someone who's got the May interceptor to do the tests for me. So I'll say, can you do a video from, blah blah blah. I'll tell them what the tests are, and yeah, and then I'll compare it to what I've already got. So Goonies said Toblerone, but Goonies, why Toblerone? Why? Oh, I need to know your answer to why you would pick Toblerone. I'd say a fudge. I'd say a fudge. That's just what popped into my head. That's what came into my mind instantly. Fudge. Fudge. Evil's an outside Freddo. They're flat. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I don't know. I could do a Freddo. Surely, Nick, the ultimate answer's got to be fudge, isn't it? A fudge. What I mean by a fudge, a finger of fudge, fucking, about that long. At least all chocolates are getting smaller nowadays. At least they're getting smaller nowadays. Fucking hell. If metallic answers in the background, I'll tell you. Oh, an M&M. Yes. There you go. Pleasure. Does that count, though? Nick said, I saw someone say something about George Michael and a careless whisper in response as well. That is actually great. Yes. Goonies said, if you're going to shove a chocolate bar up your bum, you may as well choose the biggest, most bumpy and best tasting one so nothing gets wasted. Apart from your arsehole, that's going to get wasted. Literally. Full said, get some stick bombs and fart sprays to clear the neighbours out of the garden when you want to use the grains. Fuck's sake. Well, luckily I'll be alright now, and luckily I won't have to do that. But yes. A good idea, yes. No, luckily they can't see now. Pete said, Nick said, not a chocolate bar, I'm afraid. Oh, was it Peach or Perzio said that? It was Perzio who said that, not Peach. No, do you think Peach would say a fucking M&M? You don't know Peach very fucking well then, do you? Peach would not say an M&M. Not in your fucking life, mate. Not in your life. He wouldn't say a fucking... Yeah, get it right. You tell him, Pete. Get it right. Fucking M&M. What's the matter with you? Goonies, would you rather pee a grape or shit a watermelon? Fuck it, I don't know where watermelon came out. We've got to answer this chocolate question first. We're not finished with that one. Probably shit a pint, and then neither of them are going to be good. Doug said, I've seen a video of George rapidly unloading the May, but it's a magazine dump. I can't aim at all. He can't aim at all. More concerning, though, are the revos are coming out of stock of all of a sudden brand clothes. I don't know. The problem with a lot of George Sprou's videos like that, I've not actually seen it, so I can't really judge it, but I do know for a fact, though, that he will often make certain things look better than others if he's selling them. You know what I mean? Because he used to go on about how good the Stinger was. The Stinger was an amazing crossbow until he fell out of them, and then it was a piece of shit toy. You know, so that says it all, really. Nick said, apologise, Pete, I should have known. Pete said, DP, a double decker. Is that what? Quad pen? Oh, a DP, so a double DP, double penetration with a double decker. Yeah, that would be a quad penetration, yes. A QP. He's just done a QP there. He's done a QP. Mike said, a dark one. Harder to find these days because chocolate's got so expensive. And the dark ones are in lesser demand. I'm not into sweet bars overall. But the odd one. Fair enough, Mike, fair enough. Nick said, I'd say a picnic bar from the 70s. At least when you go to the hospital, if it'll look normal coming out. Yes, that is a good answer. I was thinking about that, yes. I'm still saying fudge. Mother said there are many people and businesses that need to fake stuff and look something to look good, to look good in order to sell. Yes, that's the only sad thing about it. Being someone who tests crossbows myself, Richard's noticed it as well. That he'll occasionally manipulate things to make it and edit things and stuff like that. And that's just a bit of a shame. It just means you can't take you have to take things with a pinch of salt. You know. I don't mean he's doing that with everything, but he definitely is with some things. I've seen him do it. Let me show you its features, okay? Buy it, yeah. Oh god. Spaces and walnut whip. Fuck's sake. Packing fudge. Evil says, still Freddo, small and melts completely, leaving nothing but chocolate behind. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I think some of you lot are thinking too much into it. You know, get yourself a fudge. It's about that big, not much bigger than your finger. You don't have to keep it in there. No one said you have to keep it in there. No one said you have. You know, if it's small enough, in, out, in it, done. What's my opinion on mooning? I would never moon in front of a camera ever again after the time that there's now fucking pictures of me on the internet with my arse out. No. I've been known to stand in a field with my arse out while a bunch of girls walked towards us and we shouted to them, "Doggy wogs, come out to play," while mooning them, okay? There, I've said it. Fucking hell. Yeah, I was quite weird when I was younger. This is about the age of 18. Evil said, I don't think that's a chocolate bar, Peaches. Oh, God. Hello, J-Wag, anyway. I'm packing fudge. You know, I'm getting a bit hysterical now. Doug said, yeah, I saw his Stinger teardown video. For me, no inbuilt dry fire puts me off the Stinger and the May. Not noob friendly. Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. The Stinger Stinger has a lot of. It's a very bad. I think the Stinger shouldn't be the amount it costs. The Stinger should cost about the same as a Sobek. But what my point is, though, Doug, is before he fell out with whoever it is that makes the Stinger, he used to say that the Stinger was amazing. And when he fell out with them, it was then suddenly the shittest thing. And it basically saying, I can't remember what it was, but it was basically like, I can't remember. But it goes from, oh yeah, this is a really good self-defense item, to, oh, you've bought a toy. Why would you want to use that? Well, you fucking recommended us to buy it in the first place. You know, he did. You know what I mean? Extra large 4.5 kilogram Toblerone. And that's more like it. That's the peach that I know and love. Oh God. Mother said, this is mine, I invented this. This is my design. I know everything. I'm the guy behind it. I'm the one who did it. Now that could be two different people. So let's play the little clip just for everyone. We'll play the long one.
I'm the one that did it. But Mike gave credit to Timbo66. He didn't give me credit. I'm the one that did it. I thought of it. I'm the one that did it.
Listen, you said that you came up with the tactical golf club, but, you know, clearly I've shown that I came up with it. So, you know, I'm the one who did it.
Apparently, I may have invented this. I'm the one that did it.
I'm the one that did it. I'm the one that did it.
Oh, gee.
I'm the one that did it. Fun-sized Snickers wanted to melt like a fart the nuts. Whoever made it stick out their ass. Fucking hell, I've pictured all of that. Pizza, an extra large 4.5k Toblerone, feel every bump. Doug said, yeah, Steamboat. He wanted a cut and they said no. There's no integrity these days. Yeah, you know, it just shows. It shows what, you know, what goes on in videos with certain people. That you know, he loved that crossbow until he suddenly didn't, and then it was shit. You know, so it just makes you think, okay, what else is going on behind the scenes? You know, what else is he or people doing that to? Anyway, let's get off of that shit. Peach, I can't see that picture. I have no idea what it is. Is it someone sticking a Toblerone up their anus? Or is it the giant Toblerone? Nick said to Peach, hang on, he said, the true feeling of sledging down the Swiss Alps on your bare ass. Ah, gosh. Blame Nick for this. I'm still sticking with fudge. Stick it up, shit it out, done. No pain, no gain. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I can't think nothing better than fudge. Let's ask Google, shall we? What's the best chocolates to cut grass? I'm not going to do that. Mother said, long day tomorrow. Have a good stream, everyone. Mike, don't let the bloodsuckers get you. I won't, mate. I won't. Well, thank you, Mother, for joining in. You take care, mate. Speak to you soon. Doug said, oh, she looks happy with that huge Toblerone. You're going to have to put a disc on for me to see it. Yeah, band name, Packing Fudge. Unopened tin of Quality Street. Oh, Christ. Got fucking hiccups now. Oh, Christ. And maybe that thing's disintegrating. No risk, no reward. Yes. Sounds like a film. No return, no surrender. Next, I don't know, I don't see fudge much these days on their own. It's mostly a selection box, so does that mean you have to do the rest of the box as well? I'm fucking sure when I was in Morrison's, there's a section that's not near the normal chocolates that actually has things like Freddos and single chocolates, and they've got a single fudge in there. For like 20p or something stupid. I might be imagining it. Evil said, full-made AI generated some Spyro Desmond warning signs for the Spyro. Oh, lovely. Lovely. You have to send me those. That's great. I sometimes do some of that myself on the AI things. Yeah, nice, excellent. Pete said, "Do you unwrap the sweets or just keep them in their wrappers?" Oh, so I will be. Oh, so I will be finishing the Spyroverse soon. Right, moving on. No, I don't mind. But I think we've done that long enough. I will be finishing the Spyroverse stuff I've done soon. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I'm just waiting for Peugeot's audio, and if Penny and the Drop can get me some footage, their footage, but I might need to remind them again. Goonies Central said, I feel like a Toblerone would be like one man, one jar. I think so. I've read an interview with the bloke who did one man, one jar, and that was not an accident, by the way. He broke that inside him on purpose. Yeah. I've seen some of the most fucked up shit. I probably can't even talk about it on here. But on going on the website eFucked and going on the interview bit, I've seen some of the most fucked up things you could ever imagine. I'm not monetised on there, am I? Pain Olympic stuff. I know a bloke who I don't know a bloke. Sorry, that sounded like I knew this bloke. Yeah, moving on. Basically, there's a bloke on there who, because he wanted to, put elastic bands around his cock until they cut off the circulation completely. Till his dick fell off. Yeah. Let's move on now. Why have I suddenly gone from like bad to worse? Yeah, moving on. How much Lego can you stuff over your bum? Yeah, now. Who would do that? That's got to be fucking really painful. Yeah, as you do, Pete, exactly. Nick said, I haven't been on eFucked in yonks. Is that still a thing? Well, I tried to go on it recently and it wouldn't let me, so I've got a feeling eFucked might be one of those websites that's been banned. You know, on that blocked, the website I did. Look on blocked.com or whatever. It's probably, yeah, I couldn't get on it last time I looked. So I didn't bother anymore. One hell of a cock ring. Yes, exactly. Yeah, let's move on, shall we? I only mentioned that in the fucking hell, I can't remember what to say. I only mentioned it for science reasons. I can't. I'll give up. He said I'm not going to ask for it to be unblocked. Lol. I might do. Oh god. Bloody woke government not letting us traumatise ourselves. I know. I've not seen sex and death on the same page for ages. Moving on. You ruined the summer scarecrow walk for me, you bellend. Mike from Mint said you can use a VPN to unblock whatever you like. No way without one in Belarus or Russia. Yeah, no, true. Get your manual stiletto. That's up on the wall now, Peach. Do you want to see it? I could get a few out. Do you want to see my sharp and shiny? Truth is our reality said, does anyone attend the MOS meets? I have done. I won't be this year purely because when I travel around, I go with Metallic Reality, my very good friend Metallic, my best friend, my soulmate Metallic, and but we've done a 50k road trip, and it was really hard work, so we can't really get anywhere else. It's this weekend, is it? So no, I'm going to be missing all of the MOS meets this year. I missed all of them. I didn't go to Funky's, didn't go to the MOS ones. I didn't go to the Cornwall one, which was one of the MOS ones, I think. So yeah, no, me and I won't be going to any this year now. We was going to go to one in Thetford. Yeah, 50k road trip, yes. Yeah, we was going to go to one in Thetford, but it got cancelled, sadly. That probably would have been the only one we went to, because I don't drive, and so Metallic drives me around. But Metallic's got well, she doesn't drive me around. That sounds stupid. Me and Metallic go to the meets. She drives, but she's got MS and fibro, so the long travels really mess her up. So when we get there, she can't really do a lot. So our sort of thing is she'll do the driving, and I'll sort of do stuff for her when we get there. But the 50k road trip was, but it was so hot. It was a bloody nightmare. That night, anyway. Yeah, I really enjoyed the 50k road trip, but it was good. I still need to finish the videos for that. Yeah, 50k subs, not 50k miles. Yes, Metallic just reminded me to say, in case people want. Yeah, no, 50k subs celebration road trip, and it's ME, not MS. Did I say MS? Sorry, I meant ME. No, not 50,000 miles. 50,000 to celebrate 50,000 subscribers. Sorry. Yeah, not 50k. Yeah, no. Not 50,000 miles, 50, yeah. Fucking hell. Crow's Nest, Truth, how is Funky doing? Well, he done a video today, so he was homeless, didn't he? Or yesterday. Yeah, I've been to Funky's, so you went to Funky's meet, it was quite, I like Funky, good bloke, and I enjoy going to his meets, and I enjoy going to all the meets. But no, sadly I won't be going to any of them this, yeah, me and Matteo can't get none of them. Even like, there's like, the smaller, like reasonably local ones, we're not even getting them. They're reasonably local, they're still out the way. Doug said I got a spring in my step here and Megan is cancelled by Netflix today. Fuck's sake, Doug. You do make me laugh. Pete, I'll get one of them knives in a minute. Paul said I got really confused earlier seeing a thumbnail on YouTube about trans Lego. Thought it was gonna become stickle bricks or something. Turned out to be transparent Lego in the end. How bizarre, how bizarre. But yeah, calling it trans Lego is a bit hard. That's on purpose, isn't it? He kept a low profile this year. It was nice, be quiet, a bit quiet there. But made new friends. Yeah, you do make some lovely friends at these places, don't you? It was very hot. Most were hiding all day. That's what happened the time. So the last time I went to Funky's meet, it was pretty much exactly like that. It was extremely hot. So hot, barely anyone could like do anything. And but it was nice. I still had a good time, and it was because and I met some wonderful people there who, you know, are proper good friends of mine now. And we've met up a few times afterwards. And you know, Steve's come around. I need to message Steve actually. Steve's been around here. Yeah. Now Wessex Blades. Yeah, I met Wessex Blades last time I went. Scott. I did meet Scott there. Went over and saw Scott. I'll give him something. I think I gave him a knife or something. No, I think I only had some key rings left at the time. I gave him a couple of key rings, and he gave me a smash it shaped strop. Yeah, that was nice. Well, I got two strops out here, one from Funky and one from Wessex Blades. I ain't got it in here, I can't show you either. Well, I have got it in here, but it's in a box. I might mod these again, Peach, and cut off the other little bit there, because I cut the front one off in case it was classed as a flipper when we weren't sure at the time whether they'd be legal or not. If I cut that one off, I think that would actually look better, wouldn't it? Truth spent most of his time sharpening people's knives. Oh, what, Scott? Yeah. But yeah, they're good fun, aren't they? Truth. It's just, you know, it would have been nice to go to them, and I know Metallic would have liked to, but it's too much work and too hard, too difficult, and you know, because it messes her up for a long time afterwards. Sorry, Peach wanted to see some knives. Evil said, so you have nothing to say about ruining my image of the Scarecrow walk. You and that damn, but Evil, I didn't really know what you meant, to be honest. What did I say? He spent most of his time sharpening his knives, never had that. Doug, thank you for the donation, mate. He said, started early again, but here's one for the road. Peace out, brother. The eyes are closed. Thank you, Doug. Take care, mate. Have a good evening. And, oh, your, the head for your Wolf's Head walking stick came today, and so did the hoe handle. So they should be done next week. Take care, Doug. Good night, mate. See you later. Yeah, sorry, do I keep saying MS? Metallic's got ME, not MS, ME. She's got ME and fibro. Sorry. Not MS, she's got ME. She's got ME. Fucking hell. But anyway. Good night, Doug. Take care, mate. Yeah, I might cut that other one off there. Make it look a bit more uniform. Doesn't need it. That's alright, Truth. I probably heard wrong. No, Metallic messaged me saying it's not MS, it's ME. But yeah, our sort of, how we do the camps are, she'll drive, and then when we're there, I'll do the sort of camp stuff, so she can rest. But often, then I'm fucked as well. But you know, that's what we do, and you know, that's what it is. I've really enjoyed the meets, I really do, and it's. But yeah, ain't got none this year. But we did the 50k road trip, which was just as good, and I got to meet some friends I hadn't met in person yet. Oh, Evil said there was a Mog and Meg Scarecrow made by one of the local Catholic schools. I couldn't even look at it without the intrusive. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Nice. That's good. That's good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that's good. That's good. Fuck's sake. I love a bit of Meg Morgan now. They're on a long one today. It's been going on for a month, this story. 34 days in to one story. So, Truth, have you, apart from going to Funky's, was that the first one you've been to then? It was when I kept wanting to repose them in that tree. Is that the first one of like the prepper meets you've been to? Because I've only been to. Well, I've been to two of Funky's, I think. Is it two I've been to? 2 or 3 of Funky's, I think it's 2. And I've been to the MOS one in Derby. And then there's the Piners one, which is a bit smaller now, and that's where Funky's originally was. But this is another one you can go to. I don't know if that one's a sort of, I think it's as public as the others. That one, Piners is good. Caroline and Nigel, they're great, them two are. And I met some wonderful people there as well. Oh, there you go. Truth is, I've been to Piners, Funky. I was going to go. I've been to Piners, Funky, and I was going to MOS. So you haven't been to any that I've been to then? So I've been to the Piners and I've been to Funky, but you haven't been there the same time I have then? But the MOS ones, yeah, they're good. The MOS ones, they put a lot of stuff on. I think they do a lot of. There's a lot of stuff for you to sort of watch and get involved in. Yeah, they're all a little bit different. You know, some of them are more sort of casual. Some of them are a bit more, or not organised, if that makes sense. But you know, they want to do stuff. But yeah. Evil, you are saying a lot of things that aren't making total sense to me tonight. It ruined the joy of finding number 34. Oh, fuck me. I'm going to put that knife away before I phone stab myself. I just went to flick there and it shot out my hand. Fucking hell. I caught it. I'm not going to fuck about with knives tonight. My hands aren't quite what they should be. Nearly stabbed myself then. Truth is, I thought that was the point of attention. Well, it depends. It depends, because some of the meets are just a bit more casual. Oh, this is what I think, you know. I think some of the meets are more casual, just to meet up and meet new people and meet new connections and chat and you know, learn from talking to people. And others will be more, here's a demo, let's talk about these things at this time. Because I've been one time I went to Funky's, there was a tent up and there was dedicated talks. And then the other time I went to Funky's was similar to one that you went that time you said when it was hot. And I think it was too hot for people to want to do anything anyway. And he didn't want to put the big tent up because people sort of abused it the time before. That was his words. Yeah. So he didn't put the big tent up the other time because it was abused. And so yeah, but I think you get a good lot out of them anyway. You know, the second time I went, there wasn't at Funky, there wasn't so much any talks going on, but you just went round and spoke to everyone, and I sold, because often I'd take stuff to sell. So I'd sell stuff, and that's how I'd get to meet people and meet some new friends, and then yeah, sit about and have a chat about stuff. Joe said, yeah, the ones with learning are better for me. We all want to learn. Well, no, exactly. Yeah, don't get me wrong. You do want to learn and you do want to... But yeah. But I do think that the issue with a couple of Funkies recently was the heat. It was just too hot. Everyone was dying. Everyone was fucking dying. It was so hot. Mike said, speaking of friends and all... think I know why YouTube suggested your streams to me, because me and Lee Michael have been watching another stream from a different bloke about survival and prep. No, do you know Lee then? Do you know Lee? Yeah. Do you know Lee then? Yeah, Lee comes on here. Yeah. That's probably what it is. Mick from Hampshire Outdoors and Survival. Oh, is that what you was watching? I may even know them. Too much sitting in tents for me. Well, that's the thing. So at each of the meets, I have noticed. So this is everyone I've been to, that especially new people. I think sometimes when there's new people, you as a person who's been there a couple of times, or even not with me, I'd only been like once or twice. I'd like to make a point of going around talking to everyone to meet more people, because sometimes there are people who are a bit shy, don't really know what's going on. So I'll go over and introduce them to myself, and I'll say, you know, blah blah, who I am, and then they've got a little bit of a, yeah, can bring some people out of the shell a bit. Who may have, you know, just sat down in their tent all day, and that's fine. But yeah, it's nice to do. It's a nice thing to do, but I wish there was more activities, like a mini hike for those who want. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, mini hike would be pretty cool. Well, I know. The very first time I went to Funky's one, there were people going up that hill. There's a hill behind one of the fields. You can see it if you look sort of. You know, when you look up towards the river, you got a river that side, and then the river up the end. If you look to your left, there's that hill up there, and there's like a military positioning thing up there, isn't there, or something? I can't remember what it's called. There's a name for it. It ever said you've got to travel the village to find all the numbered scarecrows. The Mogomeg scarecrow was number 34, or around 57. Okay, nice. Or learning fire making at least. We all have campfires, even in 30. Exactly. Joseph, I know Mick and Kaz. And Mike said, yeah, I know Lee. That's why the big tent works. People feel shy to walk over to another person's tent and talk. Well, that's it. That's it. So what I did in that really hot heat. I thought, you know what? I know everyone's fucked, and a lot of people probably aren't getting about. So I started doing it myself. I started going finding people who looked like they weren't really getting much interaction, and going and talking to them. And I've got some proper decent friends now. If we still go camping with, because sometimes it's easier that way. Because I said about the driving issues, if they can come to us, yeah. But yeah, you do. You meet some absolutely wonderful people. Well, I know what it's like. Teresa, that was nice of you. I know how that can feel if you're somewhere where you don't really. Because I'm quite lucky because I'm a YouTuber. A lot of the people who go to the meets sort of know me anyway, and I'm also used to the sort of people talking to me that I don't know. If that makes sense, I'm sort of used to it. So that's why I thought I'll make a point of going round and talking to people who may not be getting much interaction with other people. Yeah. And I'm glad I did. It seemed to make a hell of a difference to people. Drew said, will you be arranging a meet up over your way? I would like to one day. I don't know if it would be where I live, but I have got a mate who's got a field that we spoke about maybe doing something like that. But that's not that close to me. That would be in... I don't know where it is. Do you know where a place called Brandon is? I think it's over Cambridge sort of way, or somewhere over that way. I don't know. Anyway, I would like to potentially. I don't know, but yeah. But I would like to. Paul said, I put the head on a small axe today, filled the wood a little at a time. I filed the wood a little at a time until I could force it onto with a hammer. Then put a floorboard nail in the end to spread the wood. Considering the nail, he's dangling. Yes, yeah. So I've got a mate who potentially has a field over that way. That we've spoke about doing it potentially, but I suppose I would like to. I'd like to. It's a lot of responsibility to organise, and sometimes it's a bit, I don't know if I want that kind of stress. But yeah. So said you know how to make conversation easy. Thank you. Yeah, I think through doing YouTube and stuff, as I say, through doing YouTube and live streams, yeah, you do. You get that sort of, especially live streams, because you have to keep a conversation going, pretty much one-sided. You know what I mean? Even a small one for a weekend would be nice. One big fire pit around stuff. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I do like all of the sort of prepper meets. They're wonderful places. I find it's a good community. You will occasionally meet people with extreme views, and that's fair enough. But yeah, that's all I'll say about that. But yeah, I have met some wonderful friends going to those meets, and yeah, I'm really glad I've done them. And maybe next year, me and Matan could get to one. We'll have to see. It's a really big shame that the Thetford one got cancelled, because that was close enough that it wouldn't be so badly draining for her, but she still wouldn't be. She'd still be a bit fucked, but not as bad as doing like a 3 or 4 hour drive sort of thing. You know what Full, yeah, oh yes, full. Sorry, I did know you meant the same accent as mine. Yes, yeah, oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm glad you've done it. Yeah, I still need to do mine. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to fancy it up a bit. But yeah, even a small meat, it would, wouldn't it? Yeah. Pete said, hope I get a chance to shoot some more guns this year. It's been too long. Are you gonna go? Are you going abroad then, Peach, or have you got it all planned yet or not? Oh, this year? Oh, you ain't got much of the year left. You ain't got much of the year left, Peach. I hope you do as well. I hope you do. I want you to film yourself shooting a Mac 10, if you haven't already. Let's take a WC trip to Poland or any close place where you can shoot guns. Yeah. Matt, I got to get a passport first. Get a passport first. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Evil said some sweet pea pods I gathered last week and I forgot about pop this afternoon. Shit me up. I thought I was on the TV. Oh, that's bizarre, isn't it? Oh, they just popped, did they? Oh, I've never known that. Oh, my garden's not doing too bad actually. I do need to do a little video of the garden. So I've definitely got some squash or something growing. I can't remember what it is. It's one of those. I've planted the bloody seeds. It could be pumpkin. It could be squash. It could be something. There's little things on there about that big at the minute. They look like cucumbers at the minute, but they can't be. They look like cucumbers to me. Maybe they are. Got a tomato plant and the carrots and leeks. Yeah, it's not a great load of stuff this time, but it's all right. It's all right. So, Truth, do you do videos yourself? Because I'll sub to you if you do. If you do, I might have to get one of the mods. So I can't do it because I'm on a thing called StreamYard. I'll get one of the mods to share your link in a second. If you do you do videos? Yeah, self-reliance. So I do like to grow stuff, Truth, but I had a really shit year this year. Nearly everything died at one point, and then I had to replant everything, but really late in the season. So everything's really late now. But I've got some carrots growing, some leeks, some potatoes, something else. Growing grub is harder than it appears, but it's worth seeing how things are. Exactly. It is harder than it appears. You think you're going to plant seeds and they're just going to grow. And then it's so hot they die, or frost kills them, or slugs kill it, or they just don't grow very well. Yeah. I quite enjoy doing I do quite enjoy growing food. I don't grow flowers or anything. I like to grow stuff you can eat, but I'm not too serious about it, if that makes sense. Mike said I do videos at times. Mike, I followed you on Instagram. If one of the mods can put Mike's link on, you could sub to him. Drew said, no, I don't make videos. My YouTube life is in different areas. Ah, fair enough. Bushcraft, etc. is one of my hobbies. Yeah. Yeah, I like, so I sort of wouldn't, I'm a weird one. I don't class myself as a prepper, but I sort of am really. It's just, I am really. But I'm not, if that makes sense. I've never really classed myself as a prepper, but outwardly someone would probably say I am, but I do like to be prepared for things, but I do that in my general life anyway, so it's just normal for me to do that. Coming from a background where I don't have much money, I often have to make stuff, so I know how to make things. I know how to fix things to a degree, depends what it is. Not very good with engines or you know, and I couldn't fix a telly or something, but you know, I can fix things, I can make things, and I like to be prepared for situations where, say, you know, your water might be cut off, so I have a lot of water stored just in case. Because I think the problem with the connotation of being a prepper, not so much over here, but well, no, it is over here as well, but especially in America, people hear the word prepper, they think you're a nutter. America, they hear prepper and they think doomsday prepper. Someone's got a bunker and loads of guns, and, you know what I mean? Yeah. Dave said, thanks for asking. No, that's all right. Yeah, I'm always up for sharing channels if, you know. Thank you, Metallic, for sharing that link. Is that to... That's to Mike's, is it? Thank you. So that link that Metallic put on is to Mike's channel. Mike said, I've been learning to play an ancient Eastern European string instrument. I saw that on your Instagram videos. Posting my progress. Plus there's a video on how I used the computer as a blind person. Nice. Dave said, Mike, oh, are you sighting? But yeah, he is, yeah. We only met Mike last night. Mike, thank you for coming back, by the way. I do appreciate it. Yes. Yeah. I'm glad you're back. Don't forget to like the video, everyone, but while you're here saying that. But yeah. Oh, my hands are playing up. It's like I've got arthritis in my hands. My arm hurts today as well for some reason. Mike said, I don't like Instagram though. Better follow me on here. Notifications, bell and all that jazz, you know. Yeah, I will do. I'll follow you on here, mate. Metallic, could you possibly... No, I'll just write it down. I was going to say, could you put the... I'll sub you on here, Mike, when I get a chance. I would just do it right now. The issue is, when I live stream, so that I can play clips like this. So that probably wasn't a good example for Mike. No audio in it. That was a face swap thing of me as one of the crows, as both the crows. So that I can play little clips like that, I use a thing called StreamYard. When you're on StreamYard, you can't bloody copy and paste the comments. Otherwise, I'll just literally copy and paste it, and yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. Hello, Crow's Nest. And he said, how did you see a video showing you how to play a Viking horn? Can I read that one out, Michael? Shame Mike can't get audio description for live streams. I'd love to hear some of the antics described. Yes, that would be hilarious. Hello, Arthur. How you doing, mate? You alright? What have you been up to, Arthur? Oh, Arthur, your question the other day about would those websites ship to the UK? Or would they still ship? I wouldn't buy knives from a foreign country now anyway. I wouldn't bother. It's a good way to get yourself raided even though you haven't done anything wrong. Yeah. Where are we? Paul said it would be funny as fuck to watch WeaponCollector with audio description explaining everything else. That's bizarre. That's exactly what Metallic just said. That's exactly what Metallic just said. You two posted that about exactly the same fucking time. That would be quite amusing, actually. Yes. My queen, I was waiting for you to do that anyway. Mike said to Fall, now you could feed that to an AI. It does the job. With limited success. After not much, Mike, to be honest. How about you? And I thought some UK knife sites were bad. Oh no, there are. So sorry. Arthur, you are right. Yeah, there are some UK ones on there, and they'll ship to you if they're Thing is, if they're being blocked, and they don't know it, they're probably not getting any business. They're probably sat there going, well, why is no one buying anything now? So if you think about it, those bastards are basically ruining people's fucking businesses doing that. I didn't think about that at the time. That's fucking sickening fucking behaviour. Blocking websites when they haven't... Because the thing is, I understand blocking certain websites, yeah. Kids shouldn't be going on these fucking... Kids shouldn't be going... Well, the VPN thing, though, Truth, isn't really what I'm getting at. That's not really the point. The point is that these websites are being blocked, and now these companies may be going out of business. Yeah, VPN will allow you to do it, but they shouldn't be getting blocked in the first place. You shouldn't need to have a VPN. You shouldn't need one, because those websites aren't doing anything wrong. So why are they being censored? And I know it's because of the Online Child Safety Act, whatever it's called. But why are people not checking it when that could be literally putting people out of business? Yeah. Blocking websites isn't going to help, though. Kids will find a loop. Well, exactly. That's another thing. But that's putting people out of business, essentially. If you had a website where you were selling stuff and then suddenly you was getting no traffic because it was blocked everywhere and you didn't know, imagine that. But yeah. But VPN, yeah. I'm just going to catch up with some of these comments if I can see them. If I can see them. Of course I can fucking see them. I've said, yeah, that's a good point. Hopefully they would have been notified. But even if they have been notified, like you said, it still ruins business. Yeah. You know, and don't get me wrong, I know what's going on. But I'm just saying, you know. Eva said, or make Mike's Dungeons Gremlin add real-time audio descriptions. I say, yes. But yeah, some of the stuff that goes on there would be quite interesting to hear it being described. Yes. Joe said, Mike, you have some great tech or system for engaging with the chats. Awesome to know. Yeah, I do mine through StreamYard, if that's what you're talking about. I don't know. Arthur said, blocking a website doesn't really stop criminals or whatever buying them. Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's it. It doesn't. It doesn't stop kids going on them, and it doesn't. Kids will find a loophole. It doesn't stop. Certainly, don't stop criminals. But the thing is, that's what it's not supposed to be doing. Anything other than keeping children safe, supposedly. But that's not a crime for a kid to go on a website that sells knives. That's not a crime. They're allowed to look on that website. They're not allowed to buy anything on it, though. But that's down to the company to not sell them that knife, which is a legal requirement. It's illegal to sell someone online a knife under 18, isn't it? So they're breaking the law anyway. They don't need to be blocked. They don't need to be blocked from everyone seeing it. And a kid should still be allowed to go and see a knife. As I say, you know, these like fucking websites where kids are fucking encouraging them and telling each other to commit suicide. Yeah, they shouldn't be going to shit like that. You know, and porn sites. You know, that's a given. You know, but knife sites. There's a couple of sites on there where it was leatherwork. And I know they've probably been found accidentally and blocked. Well, supposedly, that's what that claimed, but yeah. Same with guns, really, in America and the UK. My take on this censorship, that to get everyone to upload their ID to prove they're not a child and to impose a global payment system. Well, there you go. There's a theory that, you know, could be a reason. That would make sense, wouldn't it? I'm not saying that is what it is, but in theory, that sort of works, doesn't it? Mike said, at best, no, read that. Evil said, I know you have dungeon gremlins, Mike. That's why you collect weapons to keep them in line. Arthur said, I remember going to the gun shop and buying penknives and all sorts of things. Bit different now, though. Yeah, I remember that we used to go to the local. I used to think it was a very weird place to do it. In the local town, there was a shop that sold school uniforms, and that's all it sold. So you could go and get your school uniforms in there. And that shop that sold the school uniforms also had a cabinet of knives. If they can't restrict us from having things, they'll make it as hard as they can to get. Well, there you go. Another one that makes sense. Yes. Mike said, Mike, of course, I hope that stays just a fair. Well, yeah, but I get you though. It does sort of. It'd be back to school gear nowadays, wouldn't it, Arthur? Yeah, this would have been in 1986, 1987, 1988. Yeah, school uniforms and knives. Because we'd be bored shitless. I hated going in that fucking school uniform shop. Just standing there staring at the knives. Yeah. Very, very relevant to this day and age, isn't it? Don't forget you can get yourself a bandana weight if you want a legal carry self-defense item. You wear it in your back pocket, hold your bandana safe, and obviously, you know, it can do something else. You wouldn't get this bandana, but yeah. They're on my shop right now. Lead weighted. Handmade leather goods. Help me fund my dental work I need soon. It would make the news in today's age. It would. Well, I might have to do a video on that just for the sort of amusement of it. Yeah. Back in the day, in the 1980s, when it might have even been very early 90s, when you go get your school uniform and a penknife at the same time. Oh, the irony of it, isn't it? The irony of it. Oh, 0000. Truth said to Mike, things will get easier with time. Artificial intelligence and better tech. One of the good things about advancing technology. Exactly, I totally agree with you there. Yes, yeah, it will just for certain things. The better the technology gets, the better ease of access for people will be, won't it? He was said they can show whether you're a crip or a blood. Yes, yeah, get your different bandanas. Yes. What's my general stance on AI? Well, my first stance on AI is I'm not fucking scared of it. All you have to do is turn it off if it starts to. I'm a little bit facetious when I say that, but you know, I don't know. AI, I think it can be a good thing, and it can do good things, and it does make doing certain things a lot easier, and you can make stuff with it that you know, different aspects, because there's so many different aspects of AI, and they're doing so many different things. But the online sort of AI stuff that I've used does create an ability for me to make pictures and stuff that I couldn't do before. Often AI though is wrong in what it tells you, which you do have to be aware of that. Too many people rely on AI's answer to things, and it can be completely fucking wrong. But I think at the minute, yeah, it's a good thing, and I think it's a good thing in general. And I just think we as humanity have to make sure it don't get out of control, because it certainly could, I suppose. But there must be ways. There must be ways of putting some kind of parameters into it to say that you can't do certain things. I don't know enough about it, but there must be. But I think AI can be very handy, but also a load of shite. Stupid, you know. Yeah, Mike said it does come in handy, although not without hiccups here and there. As tech becomes more advanced, the poor are outpriced from life. That's all said. Goonie has said, what's something illegal in the UK that you think should be legal? Legal to own, I think you should be allowed to have the 21 items on the offensive weapons list that they banned. Because they're no more dangerous than any other thing that you can have anyway. You know, absolutely anything on that list is no more dangerous or concealable than 100 other things you can get legally in this country anyway. Sorry, you can fucking hear that as my guts. Truth said to Mike, no more challenging than trying to talk in a thick accent. Yes. Mike said, I'm not against AI as tech. What I don't like is the way it's being developed and where it's going because of the marketing around it. Yes. Yeah, I agree with that fully, Mike. Zombie knives, unban them. Yeah, all of the stuff. It's just, I don't understand why they chose those 21 items as being any more dangerous than anything else. You know, they're not. And I know, well, I suppose their mentality is that they are weapons, but there's plenty of other things that are just, you know, oh, I don't know. What else? What else is banned that I'd like to get our back? I can't think of anything else. I was trying to think of something jokey. I can't think of anything else banned in this country. Ninja sword ban was so stupid. I know, and just like that. If you have, you can have the exact same knife or sword. If it's 1 inch longer, it's still legal. If it's 1 inch shorter, it's still legal. That's demented. What's the point then? He even said it depends on the type of AI. Emergent AI is the most recent and the most controversial. It could be dangerous as given access to the wrong systems. But yeah, well, this is what I'm getting at. I don't really know enough about AI, and I'm not going to pretend I do. But yeah. But I do think it can be a very, very useful tool. But it can also be a fucking stupid fucking tool that does fuck all. It said 1 inch can do a lot of damage, I'm told. Yes, after the zombie knife ban, crime only went up. Well, there you go. The only thing that Wessex Blade makes is zombie knives. Oh, you know what? Luckily for him, so this is the other thing. Zombie knives are still legal if they're handmade. That's fucking amazing. Now, I'm not going to risk it, but I would love to make a handmade, proper zombie knife with all of the shit that they have to make it illegal and even call it fucking, you know, man killer on the side of it or some bullshit like that. You know, something really fucked up. And maybe do a handle that's got all blood like in it or something, and you know, fucked up shit like that, because it would technically be legal. But I don't want to risk it. Has the catapult been stopped? Not yet. They're on about banning them or doing some kind of restrictions. Well said, just make the rules stricter on stabbing and shooting people. Don't blame the tools. Well, that's the thing is, it makes no difference anyway, does it? You know, America and other places have the death penalty, and that doesn't stop people committing crimes. It certainly don't stop people killing people, and I think what it does do is it actually makes people slightly worse, because if you've killed someone and then a policeman's going to come and arrest you and potentially put you in prison and you're going to be killed, you're more likely to probably try and kill that policeman to get away. You know what I mean? Not saying I don't think worse things don't work, but I do think our sentences in the UK should be worse. I do. I think a lot of the sentences in this country are fucking laughable. The fact that you can kill someone and get out of prison in about 12 years, I think it's fucking mental. If you kill someone, I don't care what age you are either, because if you kill someone and you're about 16, they'll give you about fucking 7 years for it. If you've got your whole life ahead of you when you get out of prison at the age of 22, you're a fucking kid virtually still. Now, what kind of punishment's that? That you've got a lighter sentence? I think like murder sentences and like murder should be proper life, should be actual life. You know, if you murder someone, you should get actual life in prison. No parole, no coming out, nothing ever. You go to prison, you stay in prison for the rest of your life, you die if you kill someone. That's what I think. Arthur, yes. Zombie knives are legal if they're handmade. Yes. A zombie knife is legal if it's handmade. And that was to get around people making... Because they didn't want to outright ban people making like bushcraft knives with a saw on the back or whatever. Because it would have made... Yeah, so technically... What they're saying is you can still make a handmade knife with all of the things that a zombie knife would have if it's like a bushcraft type knife, handmade. But what it actually says is zombie knives are still legal if they're handmade. So yeah. No, you could even take it out because it would be classed because what it is, all it is the only reason they kept it in there. They had to make this, they had to make that little stipulation because it would have banned loads and loads and loads and loads of handmade bushcraft knives. So they said it's okay if you make them because the thing is people aren't making. The point is, no one is actually making handmade zombie knives. They're not. They're making bushcraft knives that happen to have the same features as a zombie knife. And what I mean by that, what makes a knife a zombie knife is if it's got a blade over 8 inches with a point and a sharp edge, and then if it has either multiple holes or a saw back or serrations, either of them, then it's a zombie knife. Well, the Rambo knives. So you could make a handmade Rambo knife. That would be classed as a zombie knife. However, if you make that Rambo knife and it's handmade, that's legal. And you could technically take that to the woods with you, you know, because it's a camping knife. You know what I mean? I've said the irony is you can buy a 6-inch kitchen knife in the supermarket and then do whatever. Restricting weapons only stops normal people getting them. The criminals still have them. Exactly, yeah, of course. I think the death penalty should exist in some cases. Yeah, sexual offences as well. Yeah, it should have very hefty sentences, you know, life in prison. I agree with that. The problem with the death penalty is I always think... this is my opinion on it, right? And I've not deeply thought into it, but my opinion of the death penalty is if there's any room for error, you shouldn't do it. Because of people like Derek Bentley, who didn't do anything, shouted the words, "Let him have it, Chris." Derek Bentley was executed, and fucking... what's his name? Chris fucking whatever... went to prison for fucking like 12 years, got out, and then had the rest of his life. He was the one who shot the copper. So that's, for me, it's not worth anyone's life if they haven't done anything. And I would be even if people was going to, if I was rule, you know, if I ruled a country, I would look into maybe bringing back the death penalty for very, very select cases, but also using AI as well as a judge and a jury to decide, and all three things, you'd have a judge, a jury, and an AI thing to feed all the evidence into. If all of those agreed, then you could say yes, because there's a thing with humans being humans that emotions come into it. With an AI system, that wouldn't have that human element in that fucks up, basically, And if all three didn't agree, because I just not fair. It's anyone ever dying innocently from fucking death penalty. I don't think it's acceptable to have it. I don't think it's acceptable to have it. Don't get me wrong. I think pedos and all that, and a lot of murderers should be killed. They should be killed. If you're killing children, kill them. Kill them. But it's too much of a risk, in my opinion, that other people die when they haven't done anything. You know what I mean? All those cheap £5 zombie knives, yes. I've said you used to be able to buy those zombie knives willy-nilly. If anyone who kills or rapes, causes death or rape or lies about being raped should be hung. Nail them off, exactly. Yes, intensive, of course. I've said, all welcome to opinions, mate, and yeah, that's what I mean. If they have it on camera and multiple witnesses and they beheaded someone and set them on fire, then in that case, yes. So I ran out of writing. I'm rushing through it now, I'm a bit like, oh shit, you should be talking about this. Death penalty. Well, do you think the judicial system is always fair and just, never prone to error, immune to wrongful conviction? No, that's what I was getting at, Mike. That's what I was getting at. No, it's not. It's not foolproof. It is often prone to error, and because it's prone to error, and there are so many wrongful convictions, no, I would never bring back the death penalty. I'd never want to. And the only way I'd ever even think about it, if I ruled a country and everyone somehow voted to say, yes, we do want it back, the parameters to make it happen would have to be so fucking as foolproof as you could get. And that's why I think you should have a judge, a set of judges, a jury, and then maybe even an AI system that you can feed the information into that AI with it to take out that human error that has had people die, like Derek Brandon. You watch Let Him Have It. That's such a fucking upsetting fucking film. And to know that poor bastard was hung or hanged, whatever you say, and Chris fucking whatever his name is got out and spent the rest of his life, having a nice fucking life. And he was the one who shot the police, not the other way around. Well, AI is prone to error too, but that's why you'd have it in conjunction with humans as well. And then the humans, the two different groups of humans, and the AI would all have to agree. And if they all agreed, then you've got a lot more of a foolproof thing there. Because back in the day, a judge would say, yeah, send him down to be fucking hung, and that's it. That's it. It's done. He said it. No going back now. He said it. It's done. Nothing. And then if some dickhead politician goes, no, we don't think the appeal's good enough, or whatever, or another judge goes, no, you can't do an appeal, that's it. You're dead. TC, how you doing, mate? Zombie knives are cheap shit, not worth it. Exactly, they are. I said, yeah, I agree with you there, mate. Brink said, prison for some should just be pure hell. Well, there you go, then. But I do think, I have a weird opinion on prison, right? Because a lot of people say that prison should be hell and it shouldn't be cushy and they shouldn't have this. As far as I'm concerned, as long as someone is in prison and off the streets, not hurting innocent people, I couldn't give a fuck if they had a PlayStation 5 and a fucking 50-inch fucking telly. As long as they're off the streets and they can't hurt people. However, that's a bit much, but you know, I'll take that back slightly, but I don't care if they have, you know, give them a telly and give them a fucking radio and fuck them off, you know. But I do think sentences should be a lot longer than they are. A lot longer. It's surprising the shit you can do and get hardly any prison time for it. Full said, bring back gibbets and the stocks. Make public spectacle out of those who are 100% guilty with proof. Let them see what happens, and I think twice will commit crime. It probably would. Probably would. DC said 10 Ridlington Place is another good film. Yes. All we need is nails and crosses, pitchforks and forks. After, yeah, then it's like 3 stages, isn't it? So more likely to have the truth come. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you have stages of it, and they all agree. Mike said, I'm not into the death penalty. To me, sounds nothing but a matter of revenge without a clear goal. Well, exactly. Well, I wouldn't bother with the death penalty personally. No, I just... Yeah. Would mass-controlled surprise sex attacks on British girls warrant an unaliving of someone? Well, yes, but, you know, that's... We won't go into that at the minute, but yeah. Brink said, can't agree, but then, you know... No, I won't say what I'm going to say, because it, yeah. Arthur said, that's even if you get sentenced, Mike. System's a joke. No Xbox to keep him occupied. Like Huntley, he should have been stuck with his crimes on his mind. Has he been killed yet? He has been killed. Has Ian Huntley been killed yet? It was the other one, wasn't it? Well, I so wish someone could. I did. He did get killed. Thank fuck. I thought he did. Yes. Let's move on, or let's not make me read stuff out that I could get into trouble anyway. But no, I get you there, Space. I get you. A prisoner still has a chance in their life of bringing youth to society, perhaps. Because people change. They aren't set into... No, that's a good point. People can change. But yeah. He is dead. Yeah. Forgot about that. Finally. Should have happened a long time ago. Right, let's try and get onto a bit of a lighter subject, because I'm only going to be on for another 10 minutes. That went a bit dark, but yeah. That's okay though. I don't mind. You know, we will talk about anything. It's just I do have to be careful with what I say online, and so should you, by the way. Just remember that, because this stuff is on here permanently. So yeah, just be careful. Brinton Mike, did you ever get the air gun? What do you mean? Did I ever get the air gun? Goonish said my local shop got robbed at Nice Point yesterday. Did it? Yes, lighten the mood. Exactly, TC. Lighten the mood. What should we talk about? I don't only have 10 more minutes.
We just talk. We talk about anything. What do you want to talk about? What? Who said politics? Sport? Sex? Well, I think that's sort of typical of the kind of crowd that we pull. Sex, 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 sex.
Truth is, no, it's not sex, 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 sex on it. Shit, 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 shit. I think. Were 18th century air guns more powerful? You know, they may well be. They may well be. We saw some does grazing in local fields yesterday. Nice. Nice. I haven't been watching anything, but I might watch a film called Long Pigs tonight, which has been recommended to me about 100 times. Mike said, well, you could remove the live stream once it ends, so it doesn't stay on here for good. Do you know what? I could do that, but I refuse to. I've not said anything wrong. However, I have read out other people's comments that could get them in trouble. Nah, I'm joking. Are you planning on any more TR50 videos fall? I am. The only problem is at the minute, because I've been saving up for this tooth, I haven't been able to buy any more ammo for it. So, once I've got the tooth done, I might be able to buy, I'll be able to buy some more ammo and actually do some shooting. Yeah. Not in it, Choco Bub, up the bums. Oh, fuck's sake. And they were fallow deer, were they? Nice. I keep meaning to watch Fargo, but simply don't have enough money right now. Have you got to get it somewhere? Hang on, Arthur. On anywhere where you can watch it for free? Fargo TV series, where to watch. And Nick, I have to hold it that close because the bastard thing doesn't hear me all the time. Yeah, get it on Prime. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Prime, yeah. TC, I'll send you some cash once I get paid again. I'm too from no fun. Thank you, TC. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna get it sorted soon. But yeah, because of that, I've been having to save pretty much all the money I've got. So yeah, I couldn't get I can't get any more ammo at the minute for my TR50 because I can't afford it. Southern Comfort, TC. I quite like Southern Comfort. That's a good film. Good film. But no, I haven't been watching What's Wrong With My Tooth. I've got a molar there that basically pretty much the whole entire top of it is completely missing, worn down to nothing. It's all then, there's no enamel on it at all, there's nothing. It's just whatever it is underneath. I can't remember what it's called now. And it's quite sensitive and it's just getting worse. And now there's like holes going in, so it's exposing the nerve now. Fucking bastard talking sometimes, especially with a fan on, because the cold from the fan blows into my mouth, blows onto that tooth. Fucking kills sometimes. Yeah. PC said, can you get it pulled? I could, but I don't really want to have any more out. It's getting to the stage where I'm gonna it's probably start affecting like the shape of my fucking face. I could, but I think the dentist would probably be quite funny about it. But yeah, you could. Well, I've got the money. I'll have the money to get it sorted soon. It's going to need a crown on it. The crown's £700. It said, let's guess on whether Persia is awake or having a weed nap. I reckon he's having a weed nap. Bite on hot or cold. It hurts like fuck. Yes, exactly, Spacey. Yeah, the fan blowing in my gob out sometimes. I get that one done, and then I think I've got enough time to save up to get this one done. But I don't want any more teeth out. I don't want any more teeth out. I'll obviously if they're smashed to bits, but that, yeah. It is what it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? The person needs for just listening. Persia, get me them fucking. I'm gonna have to be a bit more assertive now. Persia, get me them bloody audios done as soon as you can. I need to get that episode finished. Please. Love you. I've said, you seen the news of the cat in the hat? No, I have not. So TC, what did you have done though? What, a crown? I had a plastic one done, yeah. You should get the ammo mould and make some plaster custom. I did think about that. Alright, Pose, I will do. Yeah, because once I've got that audio, I can get on there and I can finish it. I think fall, I will get a ammo thing, because I've also got a I've also got a glue gun. Because you can make them out of glue gun, can't you, I think? Just resting his eyes, he was evil, yeah, I reckon he was. Alright, Persia, I'll message you in the morning. What is the news about the Cat in the Hat? Really? Someone dressing up as a cat in the hat and lurking at night on the streets all over the news. I haven't read much into it. No, I have not. You're joking. Mike said, right, time to hit the sack. Nodding off. 2:28 a.m. Oh yeah, I forget you're not over here. Mike, thank you for listening in. I do appreciate it. See you later. Ah yes, but plaster is fragile. Yes, it is. Of course it is. Yes. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. DC said had a metal one, would have cost 500 quid, but was entitled to it for free 15 years ago. Ah, okay. Yeah, see you later, Mike. See you later, Mike. And Arthur, he's not joking about the Cat in the Hat thing. How bizarre. No. What's he doing then? Is this like the clown epidemic? Evil said, good night to Minsk. Is it like the clown epidemic that time? Mike said, Mike, love your upbeat mood. And by the way, I do use visual words too. So watching I've been... That's alright. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough, fair enough. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. See you later. I do appreciate that. Thank you, mate. See you later. Good night. See you next weekend, hopefully. See you next weekend, mate. But it's the same as the weird clown thing with the Cat in the Hat stuff, but people have been using AI to post pictures of it on Facebook, local news. Fair enough. Arthur said, think he's just wandering around. Guess fucking scary pictures, and yeah, thought the same thing with the clowns. Yeah. You know, clown epidemic that time. Alright, Persia, I'll remind you in the morning, mate. Yeah, I'll get that, and then I'll get that done. Because it's pretty much ready. I am waiting for Penny and the Drop to do something, but, Penny and the Drop, are you getting me some footage soon? I need to ask them again. Because last time I spoke to them, I was pissed at my face. So I can't remember what they said. I'll be off in a minute. But yes, I do appreciate everyone watching. A good evening tonight. It was not as scary as Purple Hacky. Imagine if people started dressing up as that fucker. That'd be controversial. That would be controversial. He was said, do you think he likes green eggs now? Maybe. Maybe. He's supposed to like it, isn't he? He's dead now, I know. I know he's dead. Good fucking riddance. Absolute freak shows. But yeah, it's been a good night tonight. It's been a bit of a weird one, but you know, when ain't they? Right, everyone. Cheers for watching. I'm thinking about doing... Metallic mentioned to me about doing a film watch along eventually at some point, somehow. I will sort that out eventually. And I might start doing... I don't know if I need to. I was thinking about doing an extra live stream, like one regularly, one evening. I don't know when it would be worth doing. I don't know. I need to look into the statistics of what I get out of live streams, if that makes sense, for viewership and subs and stuff like that. Anyway. Cheers for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. I'll see you all in the week. And then I'll see you in the weekend. Alright, and Persia, I'll message you in the morning. TC, see you later. Fallen Evil, see you later. Spacey, see you later. Persia said, those of you who live alone, don't forget to close all your windows and lock your doors. Yes. Don't have nightmares, do sleep well. Arthur said, only use us for the money, I. No, of course not. But no, well, you know, if you do an extra live stream, might get more viewers. You know what I mean? Fuck the money. No, I don't mean that. I don't even monetize live streams. Shut it, you Arthur. I don't even monetize live streams. Shut it. Let me just see what else is on. So TC, see you later. Arthur, see you later. Mike from Minx has gone. Joking with you. Even we haven't given out so long. Exactly. I don't know. Just saying. Bloody Arthur. Alright. Cheers for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. See you later. Should be some videos on in a week. Yeah. The Spanish need to electrify their balconies. See you later, everyone. Good night. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. But I might start doing an extra live stream at sometime. I don't know. See you later. Good night. Bye bye.